All right, it's April 26th, and you might be going, wait a second, this is like 2 weeks in a row. It's like actually reasonably posted at a normal time. That's because I'm going to probably be going down to Tucson as you're watching this with my friend Meredith. I hit her up with the idea, let's go watch our minor league, our closest hockey team now here in Arizona, the Roadrunners, so she can do the driving for me while, I'm still experiencing chronic fatigue from long COVID, so that's super cool. And it's kind of like going full circle because we've got, and you can kind of compare as I block myself out. But you can see the logos of the old Phoenix Roadrunners, who I supported when we didn't have the Coyotes, and then it's kind of going full circle back to watch them as they play in Tucson. I mean, this one is also a league that is folded a long time ago now, but they're playing in the AHL. Super cool. Also, I'm kind of partial to this logo, which I'm guessing is going away without the Coyotes, but that's fucking cool. I was going to say. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. But that's not the only thing that's on my brain right now. It is also, we've got Dead Boy Detectives on Netflix, which I watched a little bit as of this recording. And first off, you want to know why it's music related? Let's zoom in. Yep. You see, there's ska, there's, basically, and actually there's a patch over on the other one that's about Rudy's. So, alright, there you go, we got music. But also it's going to let me gush about how much I fucking love Neil Gaiman. Of course, the comic book, The Sandman. I fucking love how he plays with the mythology and all that. It doesn't hold to one, and I know I should have bought it sooner when it was on Vertigo instead of the compilation when they started calling it Black Label. But there is one really cool Sandman one that I did buy and that's super cool. Amano, which you might recognize from Final Fantasy VII, his art in here, which is fucking amazing. So I do have some older Sandman stuff. I should have bought the older, and that's like the tip of the iceberg. Of course, the other thing. Speaking of things playing with, mythology, American Gods is fucking great. Even though the TV show maybe really did butcher it a bit, but fucking one of my favorite Neil Gaiman books. I went on this whole was it 2020? I think I ended up fucking just jumping in. I have audiobook versions of everything. These are some of the ones that I fucking really love that I bought. This is not the only one. Of course, another favorite is, and if you're looking for a shorter Neil Gaiman, The Ocean at the End of the Lane, which actually it kind of calmly, quietly sneaks up on you, and you're like, wait, that was a fucking good story. And so, I'm going to throw that out there. That's fucking good. And then my favorite, I bought the hardcover one, but it's Neverwhere. That's my favorite fucking Neil Gaiman book. And it is amazing. I like the idea of it taking place in a world that exists in the shadows and the cracks, but it's not just there. It's just so fantasy, magical world that exists where people just don't see it right out of sight, and fucking it is awesome. So we're just gonna gush a little bit this week about Neil Gaiman while we're at it, and while you might want to go check out watching that new show, Dead Boy Detective. Well, at least what I've watched, it's not the same. We'll continue watching, and it has the same cast for Death. She appears in there. That was in the Sandman series, which was season 1 was an amazing thing for Sandman. So, just saying, Dead Boy Detective might still surprise me. Regardless, around watching that kind of stuff, and maybe you want to catch, some ska. I got shows to tell you about for the next week. So let's go. Yes, welcome to another episode of Every Show Joe Says Go, where I'm always recommending shows where at least one artist, if not more, on these shows I fucking think are awesome and you'll love checking out, so I'm going to recommend them to you. And also, of course, as I mentioned there, dealing with long COVID, almost at, fucking hell, 22 months, soon, in about a week. I'll let that. This is some bullshit. But you want to do everything you can to lower the risk of that, and I know I've seen it. It's unfortunately there's not. I still advocate, please mask me. These spaces a little more inclusive and welcoming to our immunocompromised friends, and help also with the spread of this shit. Because this sucked. I did not expect this. Did not know I couldn't have this, and now it's taken a lot of my enjoyment time for the last 2 years. And at least I have some awesome friends, like my friend Meredith, who mentioned gonna be going down to Tucson to watch some hockey, thanks to her. I used to be able to fucking do that drive safely back and forth one day, one evening sometimes, and work the next day, and right now that's how fucking debilitating this has been. So do what you can to lower your risk of that. That's basically my plea. Long COVID sucks. COVID sucks. The long COVID. Oh, fuck, I hate this. So yeah, do what you can there. And then, of course, the other thing I like to mention as housekeeping is be sure to like this wherever you're watching this, whether it's Instagram, it's YouTube, it's Facebook, it's Threads, Blue Sky, all that kind of fun stuff. Wherever you're watching, hit that like button. And if you're on YouTube, go hit that subscribe button. It's free. It's over there, I think. I think that's free. I got my weatherman thing going, right? I didn't look. I spoiled it. But yeah, so go give that subscribe. It's free. Get notifications from this content or any other content I post to YouTube goes live, which once I can feel okay, or maybe I can squeeze out a Twitch stream here and there. I like to archive them also on there. That kind of stuff. So you can support me there. And then I don't get ad revenue because I don't have enough yet on YouTube to get the quarter or a penny or whatever it is per click. But first off, if you're on Facebook, you can't tip stars. So, But second of all, you go to patreon.com/everyshowjoe. Yep, patreon.com/everyshowjoe. Thank you everyone that does support me over there. I love you guys and appreciate it. And it helps me with costs for equipment. It helps me with when I am able to get out to stuff with ticket prices and gas and all that kind of stuff. So I thank you for that. And anyone that's not doing that, you're always welcome to head over there and support. They can be like a tip. Patreon.com/everyshowjoe. There's even a $1 tier. Help me out that way. Or $5. It's like buying me a water at a small venue. Well, some venues here have free water. Riverside. Anyways, there's a tangent. Regardless, it's like buying a soda, beer, whatever you consider your drink of choice. Go and you can support me there. Patreon.com/everyshowjoe. And another thing you can do for free is everyshowjoe.com. Go over there. Of course, most recently, I brought my camera out, sacrificed a fucking week to horrible chronic fatigue for, I'm thinking about it now. I feel it. It's all on. Anyways, go over to everyshowjoe.com. Check out, if you haven't already, the pictures of Jer here playing at the Trunk Space with favorites, Demicana Solutions, awesomeness that is Suzy True, and more favorites that is Spicy Mayo. It was a fucking great show. And if you haven't heard the news, of course, the Trunk Space will be moving into May, so get over there and support them. They don't have a location yet of where they're going to be moving, but they are going to be leaving the Grace Lutheran Church there. So, as you probably figured with the charging and parking, and yeah, things have added up, and so they're going to be looking for a new place. So go support them while they're over at their current location, and that way they can take some charity, or some, some donations. That's what I was looking for, charitable donations, and help them out as they are looking for a new place to go. Tangents there. The other thing you can do while you're on everyshowjoe.com also is there's a store link on that menu bar. You can click there, and, you can pick up an Every Show Joe shirt. And that's another way you can go support wearing it around and purchasing. So appreciate everyone that does that. And yeah, the song you're hearing underneath is that brand new TA80. You're going to find out later on here when their release show is happening. I put their title track. I put their where's it? Fuck. I bought the album. I know I've already but I put their first track. I think it's fucking good. Turn it up. I think it was a good one to feature in this week's episode. But go check out the whole thing over on their Bandcamp, or pick it up at their album release that was on Saturday, and I'll tell you all the details here coming up. And then, of course, as also I like to say every week, fuck racism, fuck homophobia, fuck transphobia, fuck sexism, fuck all this fucking bullshit. It is trying to take away people's basic human rights. It's trying to get... It's built systematically into our things here, into our laws, into things that we can remedy, we can work to make better and make great for everyone to have a awesome life that is not affected by these stupid things and stupid hate. I mean, hate in general is fucking bullshit. So yeah, I like to put out there, everyshowjoe.com/get involved. You can find all these links. Of course, there is the reproductive rights there. I got the abortion fund in Arizona link on there right at the top. Mention that and if you haven't already, go find a petition spot and sign it. Make sure that the amendment gets on the ballot, or the chance of an amendment to put it on there, the right to choice in November. So go check that out. Of course, Black Lives Matter, Put Air in Action are great. Also, Stop AAPI Hate, First Nation, all this are great organizations that are working to fight this systematic racism and take down the systems, build stuff in their place, and make the world just a better place and a more inclusive place. And you can find ways to get involved in there. They have activities posted on all their websites, all that kind of stuff you can find there. We also got the ACLU link on their website. Throughout the ones that are working with our punk scenes. We got the Punk Rock Saves Lives and the Silent Project there helping with, again, helping the homeless, helping against self-harm, helping in mental health, all that awesome stuff, while working with our favorite music and bands, and musicians. So yeah, go check all that stuff out, everyshowjoe.com/get involved. You can find all those links. And then yeah, like I said, I bought that album, that TA-80 album. I also bought Annie Jump Cannon, which is fucking awesome. But there's so much awesome music in this state, and across it. We're gonna be listening to the new Grumpster album, probably the day that you're watching this. Yeah, so there's a lot of awesome music, and the simplest, best way to do it and support your favorite artist is just buy the music. Go buy it on their Bandcamp. Go buy it on their merch stores or at their booths at the shows. That kind of stuff. Pick up a hoodie, or because it's cool out. Pick up a shirt. Anything that helps support, pick up the vinyl, it looks really cool. That kind of stuff. Go support your artists directly, and that's the best way you can support them. And by going to the show, supports your favorite venues. Of course, NEVA, the National Independent Venue Association, they're out there. NEVA SSOC, they're representing your independent venues and their interests in our government system. So you can go support them. Plus, they have an emergency fund that some of that money goes toward helping. But yeah, let's get right to it tonight. All times Arizona time, which are Mountain Standard Time, because we don't do daylight savings here. It's crazy, I know. But now in the internet age, it's so confusing, because everyone else adjusts their clocks. And anyways, tangents. Regardless, all times Arizona times. And so yeah, let's start tonight, Friday the 26th. We got Young Rising Suns with 44 Blonde, Diva Bleach, Bethany Home, Rebel Lounge, 7:30 p.m. Yes, but not the only awesomeness. We got Jan San Jacinto Band, Prison Band, Shady Blackwell, Astrologer, and Monkey Cat over Chopper John's, 9 p.m. U-Fest, like I said last week, I have it mostly on here because of the Offspring. I personally have no interest in, or not as much interest in some of the stuff, but Chevelle, Motionless in White, POD, Bad Wolves, Barrier in Darkness, Talkie Sick Resort, Amphitheater, 4 p.m. Yeah, I don't know. There's definitely a band on there that I care even less about. But the Offspring are awesome, so definitely, if you're going out there, check out and drink a lot of water. Definitely enjoy yourself out there. I don't know if I said check out. Anyways, moving on now. We got Sick in the Head with the Body Res at 414 Mesa. That one is a 6 p.m. start, so plan ahead. Frank Cloud Explosions EP release. That's with Flying Monkey Demons, Bounce House, Minority, Rejected Monsters, In the Eyes and Stains at the Blues Bar, 6:30 p.m. Got Phoenix Folk Fest, or Folk Night, with Burn Rider, Cross War, Heathen, Anne Marie Montagnini, I think that's right, at Yaga Tap, 9 p.m. for you. And another one, got Aaron West and the Roaring 20s with Annie Jump Cannon, speaking of, and Cliff Morgan. Oh my god, I'm combining things. At the Nile Underground, 6 p.m. Sorry about that. But you can go check that out. Plus, Scott Clought's signs always streaming on his Twitch. Or something to watch from your phone or at home. And twitch.tv/Scott Clough for the sign you can find on there. 9 p.m. our time. And takes requests. Awesome community in there. G. Scott helping out there. All that stuff is awesome. It ends Saturday. And I put it at the top because their new album was super good. We got TA-80's Turn It Up. Oh, and is the title track. Fuck. Turn It Up album release with AG Session, with Gacy Day Parade, and standing at the back at Time Out Lounge, 8 p.m. This is why you don't want the brain fog, folks. Do what you can to not get COVID. We also got Love Equals Death with End of Pipe, 10 Ply, and Debocalypse. That's a good name. Put it on the board. I really should do that. If I can come up with a practical way to do it. Yucca Tap Room, 8 p.m. Plus another album release. We got Practically People album release with Bethany Home and Bummer Girl at Crescent Ballroom, 8 p.m. We got Without a Doubt with Bulletproof Backpacks, Angela Falling, and Fuck Arounds at Gypsy's Roadhouse. If you're looking for your fix after watching 2 weekends of actual No Doubt, Without a Doubt's got you covered with No Doubt covers, plus some originals from Bulletproof Backpacks, Angela Falling, and Fuck Arounds. We also got Ska Brewing Concert Series featuring Bounce House, Trixie and Ego Machine, The Otters, and Fuck All You People. That's what FAYP means. Taproom 120. And this one is an afternoon one, 12 p.m., so you can get there and check out the others. And speaking of an afternoon one, we also have the Rebel set playing at the Hotel Valley Ho poolside, 3 p.m. So they're playing at the pool. Check that out. Some favorites of mine here in Phoenix. This is the Rebel set. And we also got Israel's Arcade with Narwhals Jr. Rohith Shaker over at the Trunk Space, where they do Ask Kindly and Ask Inside there, 7:30 p.m. And like I said, go enjoy the Trunk Space as much as you can while we got the current location. And also parking is no longer free, so heads up on it. Sunday, we've got Another Day's Demons with Palindrome, with Alien Arcade, Navigon, and Mind Over Matter over Ground Zero Studios, 7 p.m. We got People Who Can Fly over at the Waste of Green, 7 p.m. And Baby Bambi, who I'm so fucking happy I got to catch last week. The reason this was recorded early last week, it was so worth it, even if I had to fucking sit within 6 songs, I think. Oh, whenever I think of my fatigue, I feel like it more on the rise. But fucking awesome. Go check out their streams over on twitch.tv/BabyMamby, 2 p.m. Put in requests, enjoy. They're just fucking great people, and I'm so happy I got to fucking see them finally. And speaking of great people, Monday, we've got Noogie back in town. I fucking love those dudes. They're fucking playing another Ground Zero, but Ground Zero Studios this time, since they last came through. Corky's Leather Jacket, Glitter Vomit, X-Me Trust, Birth of Monsters, and Mono's Disease over at Ground Zero Studios. This is an early one for a Monday, 5 p.m., so plan ahead. And plus, Scott Claustein streaming over on Twitch on Mondays, 9 p.m. Tuesday, we got Capra with Sorrow or Bright Sunshine over the Beast, the Cornish pasty. MP. It's got to be called the Beast, right? Because you just eat like a beast when you get those pasties. And, but yeah, so 7 p.m. Go check that out. If you're hanging at home, of course, Chris Murray's always got his Blue Meat live streams going over on his Facebook at 5 p.m. And wake up bright and early with Talena, and all of them of Bambi at 7 a.m. over on their Twitch. Wednesday, we got the last days of Carly's, which that is another one that's been. Did I type? Oh, yep, there is a typo here. Carly's. But yeah, so this one is awesome. There was another show last week. It was, with Electrosat and them. So they're playing some final shows there. We got, of course, our own The Darts, fucking awesome. The Madcaps, Marshall Good, Funerales, and the Magic Squares over at Carly's Bistro, 7 p.m. So you can say goodbye to the venue with some amazing music. And, of course, we also got Helmet in town with the Cro-Mags making, I think it was a slightly delayed tour due to some drama. But they are coming through, and they're at Walter Studios, 8 p.m. Also, looking for something cool down in Tucson, got Angelo Moore of Fishbone down at 191 Tool down in Tucson, 8 p.m. And that's cool to see, even though we got it on the day after. Was not today even. I was reading about how Norwood and Kibbe, are fucking leaving the band. So it's going to be, Fishbone's going to look a little different going forward, too. But Angelo is amazing. Has always been a great person in all my interactions and meetings. So if you want a chance to go check out his solo stuff, 191 Tool, 8 p.m. down in there in Tucson. Plus Scott Klopstein, speaking of down there in the morning. We got it. Transition Master secured. But yeah, Scott Klopstein streaming over on his Twitch at 9 a.m. for you on Wednesday. Of course, Thursday we got Charles Ellsworth with the Blood Feud Family Singers and Riggings over at the Trunk Space, where, of course, please, they ask inside there as a courtesy to everyone in there. Also got Luau with Foreign Bodies betting on the end at Yucca Tap Room, 8 p.m. Metropolis Man with Dean Nelson and Bad Cactus Band. Bad Cactus Brass Band. There you go. At the Rhythm Room, 7 p.m. Altar, I think is how it's pronounced. With our own Saintbreaker doing their tour kickoff with this show, and another guest that I couldn't read their logo. Sorry. At the Nile Underground at 7 p.m. Plus, if you're up in Flagstaff looking for some awesomeness, Escape from the Zoo is up there in the Palmer Squares with their tour with 30 Severed, Josh Rohr at the Echo North up there, Flagstaff, 7 p.m. Escape the heat a day early before the weekend, right? Scott Clauside, of course, all streaming in the morning on a Switch. And then if you're not going up to Flagstaff, or you want a double dose of the awesomeness that is Escape from the Zoo, they're going to be here. They're going to be here with the Palmer Squares, of course, and also our Better Problem, Critical Miss, who are Last Exit Live, 7 p.m. Speaking of awesomeness and nerdiness and rock, we got the Galactic Empire. Have you put it together yet? It is Star Wars Empire, Imperial, yeah, fucking rocking with Arsenic Kitchen at the Nile, 6:30 p.m. We also got Rockabilly Night over at the Yucca Tap Room. This one featuring Downhill East, the Shake Bombs, and Tin Can Screamers over there, 8 p.m. We got Performance at the Museum, this whole series that they do over at the Tempe History Museum. This one featuring Pajama Piyama, which is still just fun to say. What If We Were Robots? They're going to be out there starting at 7 p.m., so you can check out some awesome and free music over at the museum. Got Mama Cole's Dolly Hoot, which, if you haven't put it together yet, it is a celebration of Dolly Parton, and as far as I can tell, they're doing all covers of Dolly Parton, featuring Steph Kappen, Brea Burns, Katie May, Turin Cantrell, Laura Hamlin, Taylor Glasheen, plenty of awesomeness. It's over at Crescent Ballroom, 8 p.m. where you can get one of their awesome burritos and watch some awesome music. Perfect. And then, if you're looking for some good stuff down in Tucson, I got a pair here. We got Strung Out, the Casualties, and our own Venice Pinks nearly wrapping up their tour with them. The second to last show, looking at the calendar. But they're going to be down in Tucson if we're looking for some awesomeness with that pairing, or triple pairing, whatever. I'll figure out the word later. But yes, that triplet pair. No, we're not getting it. But yeah, go check that out down in Tucson if you're looking for a reason to drive down, or, you are already living down there. And of course, we got the return of Troy's Bucket with Sucker for the Sour, Swigfoot, and our own Bocat down in Tucson at the Hut, 7 p.m. Plus Scott Claus streaming on a Switch at 9 p.m. But yeah, there's a lot of awesome stuff. And Scott, see, we can go full circle here if I can. Let's get this back. Whoop. Yep, there we go. Scott. We got it. But yeah, so there's some awesomeness. There are some awesome shows that I recommend someone on them, or more than one of them on those shows, because they're just all great music. You'll enjoy. In my experience, it's rare, mostly rare, the bands that play around some awesome music are that bad. So you'll enjoy the entire night if you just even hang out in one of these and discover some new music. That's always some fun thing that I enjoy to do a lot of. But I guess that's all I got. So, until next week, take care.